What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate, reverse rant, no hate. Now, a lot of people came out and gave their opinions on who they thought won the fight between Devin Haney and Lomachenko. Now, it's funny because a lot of people who first saw it going one way, now all of a sudden they're changing their opinions. Now I'm hearing Haney won. Now I'm hearing a draw or Haney won. Now I'm hearing 7-5 Haney. These rap dudes, Shakur Stevenson, all of a sudden, now they start to see it different. I'm gonna tell you what I honestly think. I really believe a lot of people didn't even see the fight. I think people may have saw highlights and read the comments, and I think that they judged it based on that. I don't see anybody, and I'll say this as long as I have breath in my body and need to say it. I don't see how anybody can say one man dominated another man when he only landed 5 punches more than that fighter. And I have 2 good eyes that work as well. So even for people that was saying what they said, my whole thing with that is, damn, y'all coming out saying this and talking about there's no way Haney won that fight, and then come to the conclusion that, after I watched it again, some rap dude, Nelly, this Goods, the animal, whatever he called himself, this rap dude, Shakur Stevenson, Tim Bradley, now all of a sudden, and a lot more people, I can't fit them all in the thumbnail, but a lot more people, all of a sudden now, man, after I watched it again, and I'm hearing a lot of people now on so many different platforms saying the same things. We was told by Paulie Malignaggi that only black people are the ones that want to see the white boy lose, and that we're scumbags if we think that Devin Haney won, because that's the only reason that we're saying that he won. And as I stated before, first off, Paulie's a little bitch, so I don't know why Paulie's talking tough behind the camera. But at the end of the day, Paulie's saying that bullshit, and I'm saying again, white people wanted to see Devin Haney lose because he's black. Now, not to play tit for tat, but the point is, he's saying that, but he's not going to acknowledge the other way, right? So he's speaking like what he's saying is facts. But no, white people don't want to see Devin Haney lose because he's black. They just wanted to see him lose. Why? What's the other reason? So it goes one way, but not the other. And like I said, for people that was talking this bull crap about Devin Haney got booed because he lost, well, they booed him before the fight even started. They booed him on the ring walk. They booed him during the ring walk. That ain't even had nothing to do. The decision wasn't even made yet. This is before the bell rang for the fight, the ring walk. And like I said, they stood up for the national anthem, but then booed the American. You understand what I mean? So that goes to show you, no, you don't represent our flag, nigga. You just live in our country. We don't care about you. We're saluting the flag, not you. Understand? We don't care what you represent. You're not one of us. Let me tell y'all something, and this is for real. I don't go around worrying about who's who. But where I live, there's so many different mixes of people. Let me explain something to you. And this is something, and I'm saying this because I'm addressing the bullshit. Where I live, and not even just where I live, places I've gone and visit, when you see Polish people, and it's like a town, they chill with each other. It ain't like it's a Polish dude at that table sitting with a German, with a Russian, with somebody, a Swiss. No, it's not even like that. So I don't understand how white Americans have this thought in their head, because you have blue eyes and blonde hair, or green eyes or whatever, you think that you're accepted or that they see you the same way? Because y'all skin look the same, y'all hair look the same, y'all eyes look the same? And I'm talking to those who think that way. Not just because your skin is pale, but because the mind, the brain in that head of that pale skinned person. If you think that, you're delusional. You are delusional. You see these restaurants? Huh? Swiss restaurant, blase blah. Ain't no white Americans working there. It's a family business. Everybody's from, all of them are Swiss. You see these Polish restaurants, Polish deli and all that. All those people work there Polish. Ain't no white Americans working there. You see these Italian restaurants, family business. They all Italian. Same way, you go into a Jamaican restaurant, same thing. Everybody in there is Jamaican. You go into a Trinidadian restaurant, everybody in there is Trinidadian. You go into a Korean restaurant, everybody in there is Korean. And guess where they all live in? In America. You go into a restaurant and it's American owned, it's mixed. But depending on where you are. None of that matters to me. Point is, I see it. I understand what's going on. But you have some people that don't get it. We're all Americans. So whether you black or white, you're not accepted by anybody just because you look like them. Because you have similar hair, same skin tones. That shit don't mean nothing. Nothing. You hear people calling Americans Yankee boys and all that, gringos and all that, right? They say all of this shit, yet some of y'all are dumb enough to think that it means something because you cheering for somebody that look like you, but your heart has hatred towards a person that don't look like you. Now all of a sudden, people are starting to change their pace. I believe these motherfuckers didn't even see the fight. To be honest with you, I think they just saw highlights and they're just talking shit. They probably heard about this shit that Paulie Malignaggi was saying. Probably had some brothers get at him like, yo, why you acting like a fucking coon right now? Because you sitting over here talking about Lomachenko did this and acting like you feel some kind of way personally about it. You understand what I mean? Motherfucker, you know what it is. You do battle rap, right? You go over to that battle rap leagues where they over there, and it's like white hosts and all that, right? Pale skinned people, and you saying that, yo, these dudes only sticking together because they all white. And it's funny because it's like you say that shit when it comes to what you doing music wise, but you judging, claiming it like a boxing match, saying this dude won, right? But like, I want to be a part of the hype train. So you're being used by racist ass people to say, hey, look, even your people are saying that the black guy lost. That's what they're doing. And I believe people done said something to these fucking people, and that's why they're trying to retract their statement. And it's like, for me, if I think something the first time I saw it, 10 times out of 10 I feel the same way. That's just like because I'm not watching it with influence from people. I'm dialed in. I'm focused on what I'm watching. I don't need somebody to tell me what I'm watching. I don't need somebody to tell me, hey, listen, well, see, this guy scored this and no, I'm watching. And again, I don't care about your opinion. But why you're saying what you're saying, just like Muhammad Ali, for example, not going to fight in some war, like he said, I'm not even free here in the country I live in. This place is on Miami Beach, I can't even go. Vietnam ain't never called me no nigga. They ain't done nothing to me. I'm fighting your war for you. That's all that is. He was smart enough to know they used people like Joe Louis and Ray Robinson. He was trying to get them to go to the army to get other black people to follow in. Figure if they do it, they'll look up to them and they'll go. And some of y'all are too fucking stupid to understand that's what they're doing. They're trying to use you guys to say, see, look, even your own black people are saying that this white guy won. See, that's what they're trying to do. And like dummies, Y'all jumping up there, nah, this gotta stop. Nah, man, Loma won. Look, like Loma give a fuck about you. Like Loma know who the fuck Nelly is, or Good's the fucking animal. Like he know who the fuck y'all are. Just saying. Just saying. Every time something happens in another country, and I hear all these black folks trying to chime into, yeah, that's fucked up, and yeah, right. Wait. Here's the crazy part. Flint, Michigan has polluted water. I remember Clarissa Shields speaking about it and talking about that. How many fucking people around this world do you hear constantly bringing up that situation where people don't even have proper drinking water in fucking America? How many times have you fucking Americans, black or white, decided, nah, that's fucked up. Let me make contributions. Let me make donations. I did, motherfucker. I did. What about you? This is my point about all of this unity shit where it's always like, we can't unite and keep brotherhood amongst ourselves and branch out. Just to say it that way. It has to be, we have to get acceptance from everybody else and try to have brotherhood amongst people that you got to watch what you say, because I don't want them to think the wrong thing. And they'll come out and say exactly what they say. Just like what I said, and I mean what I say. You got gangbangers right here in this country, black dudes, who I can't fuck with him because I'm a rolling 60 and he's a whatever the fuck he is. And back in the day, back in the 70s, you know, my father was rolling with such and such, and, you know, they had beef with them, so them niggas are enemies. Yet, this racist bitch who lied and got Emmett Till killed died on her fucking own of old age 3 fucking weeks ago. Ain't nobody go after her for no justice, but you willing to spill your own fucking blood over some bullshit. And the same fucking people that's fucking applauding you now, yeah, they don't know much about you. They don't know nothing about you. They're just glad that you agreeing with what the majority want you to agree with. That's all that is. That's all that is. So now y'all have a change of heart all of a sudden. You're not doing Devin Haney a favor. But all of a sudden, now that I watch it again, right, but y'all the boxing experts. Fucking experts. These are people that have opinions. They have biased opinions. I don't base what I'm saying off of what I like more. I'm not basing off of who I like better in the fight. I'm simply basing that shit off of what I'm seeing. And I don't care what none of y'all feel. If I feel like Devin Haney won, that's all that matters to me. But even in that, you still got people that don't understand. You're trying to get acceptance. So whatever you're doing, I don't care if you're a battle rapper, if you rapping, making money up on stages, you feel like if you were part of the Loma trade, that's going to get more attention to you. So people who normally wouldn't even listen to you, you hope that maybe you got a podcast or some shit now, whatever you're doing, feel like you'll get some fucking attention. You'll get different people to jump on your shit. No, that's not going to happen. They don't give a fuck about what you're doing. They just like how they applauded what Shakur Stevenson said and saying that Lomachenko won. They don't care about Shakur Stevenson. Like I said, for the 3rd time, he got zero reaction when he started going into business about himself fighting against Haney. They don't care nothing about him. They don't care nothing about Devin Haney. And all this talk about, I ain't never seen nobody get booed in their own hometown. I saw Keyshawn Davis, up there talking that shit about how, yo, Loma had that shit lit, nigga. Like, nigga, in your hometown. I'm like, yeah, he just young and immature. He don't know. Because if your career goes anywhere, you're going to be in the same situation where you're going to be right here in America, and somebody foreign to this country going to come and have a boatload of people with them, and they going to boo your black ass out the building. And even if it's in your fucking hometown, if your hometown don't turn out and show up for you, guess what? There's going to be way more people from the other side against your ass, and you're going to see exactly what that shit feels like. So all this talking, these guys, listen, these guys don't even fucking care about you, Keyshawn Davis. They hear what you saying, and they're, yep, see, even he did. They're just adding up the numbers to show how many black people think that this black man won to this white fighter, just to try to rub it in, to try to make the case. So even for Lomachenko to say, everybody knows I won, so You know, he don't see the need for a rematch. He don't care. He's not giving him what you mean giving him a rematch? He beat you, not the other way around. He got the W. You know what the history books won't say? Huh? Devin Haney got the decision, but everybody knows Lomachenko won. No, it's going to say that he got his 30th win against you. Now everybody's having a change of heart all of a sudden. Man, please. It doesn't matter that you guys are saying these things to try to get on the right, on a, you know, trying to get in good with certain people. But now that you probably finally actually watched the whole fight and not highlights, because I believe that's what happened. And you want to know what I seen? I watched like 5 or 6 different videos where people, might have been even more than that, they actually put a little montage together already, and they're trying to show when Loma was winning the rounds, like him when he was, you know, getting his shit off. Clearly edited highlights to make Loma look better. That's all that was. Now, as Loma as a fighter, we know where Loma stands as a fighter, what he can do. You know, we know what Devin can do. And nobody's saying, yo, Devin, get props for going in there and fighting this dude. Devin's only 24 years old. He's the youngest undisputed champion in history. And this dude is actually in a position right now where he has options. But, you know, let Paulie tell it. Everybody else want to make it look like, oh, he has nowhere to go because everybody knows he lost and nobody's going to see him fight and all this bullshit. Hey, Devin, you know this shit. It doesn't matter if they come in to see you win or coming to see you lose. If they're coming, that's all that matters. That they come to see the fight. And don't look for that support. So, you know, all this shit talking about I never seen that kind of shit, please. Motherfucker, how many times have Floyd Mayweather? Floyd is the headliner. He is the A-side. He is the guy everybody coming to see. And he's getting booed. Why? Why? They hated Floyd like that. For what? So, for everybody to talk about, I'm trying to figure out why they hate Devin Haney so. Why the fuck does that matter why they hate him so much? Because people are filled with hate. That's why. Simple answer. You know? And you know the crazy thing is, I'm like, even the statement that Haney had made about he'll never let a white boy beat him, that's like 4 or 5 fucking years ago. And for people to try to say that's the reason why. Okay, well, do y'all hate Paulie Malignaggi for that fucking racist ass comment that he made that got his dumb ass fired? And let's remember, he was asked to apologize and he refused to apologize. That's why he got fired. I ain't apologizing to them niggas. Fuck them. I meant what I said. Fuck you right back, bitch. Exactly. Now, does anybody hold on to that hate for Kovalev? No, not even hold on. Did y'all have hate for Kovalev for them racist ass comments and shit that he did? Do y'all have hate for Paulie Malignaggi right now for what he just said? Just what I thought. So all of this shit, and matter of fact, even for somebody to even say, man, Dev is a young kid talking shit, he said the wrong thing, right? All of that bullshit, right? When Caleb Plant was fighting Andre Dirrell, and Dirrell, or Anthony Dirrell, whichever one it was, and basically, the comment that was made, it was said that he made a comment saying he never let a white boy beat him. I don't know if he said it or not, and I really don't even give a fuck at this point, because at the end of the day, it's the type of shit where it's like, they always want to bring up this fucking, a guy said, I'll never let a white boy beat me. But then it's what, like the type of shit where they want to bring up other fighters who, like Bernard Hopkins or other situations to like, what's the point of you trying to do that? Oh, because a white person said something disrespectful. He got challenged or confronted about it. And it's like, well, what about that time? I see. That's how people operate, right? And this is part of what I mean about the stupidity. So basically, here you are, American born, American raised, and you're cheering for somebody else that's going against an American fighter out of racism. Remember when Paulie Malignaggi was talking all that shit about Manny Pacquiao? Notice how much hate he got for that shit? Huh? And he was getting hate because he aligned himself with Floyd Mayweather during that Conor McGregor situation. But notice how anything other than that, they love when Paulie runs his mouth and don't know what he's talking about. So now for all of the people that's changing their opinions, understand before you open your mouth to start saying shit, first off, understand how to judge a fucking fight. Understand why people are saying what they're saying. Because I watched the fucking fight, and I'm not thinking or concerned about what other people are thinking about the decision. I just felt like, Devin won. And I wasn't sitting there thinking, this is like, no, I feel like it was a close fight that Devin won. Go back in my archives. Look at the videos when I said Andre Ward versus Kovalev won. I thought Kovalev won the fight. I did not expect them to say the winner is, and then say Andre Ward's name. But he got the decision. It was a lot of the same type of outrage. Again, an American fighter, a black American fighter, fighting against a Russian fighter in America. And people in America booing the American fighter. Let me ask you something. Do you think that Vladimir Klitschko could have fought Tommy Morrison and they'd have booed Tommy Morrison in America? Unless it was a situation where Klitschko was able to get a bunch of Ukrainians here, a bunch of Russians here. I mean, do you really think that if that building would have been a bunch of white Americans, that they would have booed Tommy Morrison? Stop that bullshit. Y'all know better. And as long as people putting these false bullshit videos out, no, I'm going to address the shit that need to be addressed. Because I see a lot of soft motherfuckers out here that like to run their mouth and play neutral. See, as I said, they're scared of losing viewers. They're scared of pissing off people that, I ain't watching your channel no more. Fuck you, keep it moving. Don't let the door hit you on the ass on the way out. Simple. See, I'm not here to preach hate. I'm here to speak against the bullshit being said, and I'm bringing these questions. See, the logic is this. It's just like this, right? A person can do something to you and know that if you did it to them, they wouldn't like it. So that should tell them not to do it, right? If I wouldn't like somebody doing that to me, I wouldn't do that to somebody else. So when they decide to go and do this shit anyway, they don't care. They're not worried about repercussions. They're not caring about how you feel. So why in the fuck would you care about how they feel? And this is exactly why that division will never go away, because it's always there. But people always want to try to play neutral. It's like if I say, show me a video where black people was sicking dogs on white people. How you had a bunch of black police sicking dogs on white people. How I turned the water hoses on them. Calling them niggas, beating them, slaving them, and owning them. Show me that history. So okay, when you come up under that shit and you come up to it, we getting away from that shit. Rules are changing, laws are changing, but people are like, nah, we gotta hold our grip. We can't let this shit change. And all the shit you go through. And for somebody to try to act like, but see, it's a double, it's two sides. No, stop trying to play that fucking game right there. That's the shit I'm talking about. That's the shit I'm talking about. So always it's a two-sided coin when the person that's wrong or at fault, you want to try to protect. But here's a situation where this is just simply a black guy that happened to be a boxer, a white guy that happened to be a boxer, cross paths, and all of this simply because people are pissed off that the black dude won. Just like when Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder. And all the excuses, everything that was thrown. Who was the fucking one saying, I'm not fucking switching what I feel because people feel some kind of way? He got beat. Simple. I don't give a fuck about no damn Kovalev. I'm saying I thought he beat Andre Ward. Simple. I'm supposed to change that now? Because are these other racist assholes? No. Fuck Kovalev. But I thought he beat that fight. You know what was so funny? Jim Lampley, Max Kellerman, all these different people said the same thing. They thought that Kovalev won, but they showed a disdain to the decision, right? And all of them turned around and changed their motherfucking opinions. I didn't, because I felt like I thought Kovalev won. Simple. You ain't see me go on no fucking tirade and start, man, that's fucked up, nah. No. I don't care that much. I don't care at all. But being a part of boxing news, this is what I'm seeing. People just love drama. They love bullshit. I'm not here to support that. I'm here to tear it the fuck down. And you have to expose people by doing this kind of shit right here. Not by making the video, give it 30 seconds of attention, and then move on like everything's okay. When all people are doing is spewing fucking hate. Simply because a black dude won. No, it's because he got robbed. Fuck you. You say that he got robbed. How the fuck could a fight could have went either way? It was a robbery. Even if you had it 7-5, how is it a fucking robbery? It was that close, but it was a robbery. No. What the fuck is going on is all of this bullshit. People are exposing themselves, like I said in the previous video. They're exposing themselves. You see their true colors based on this shit. So all that bullshit about white people are leaving boxing and going into MMA, watching MMA, because you know how white fighters keep getting robbed. What the fuck was Paulie smoking? You must have smoked the fucking gorilla's booty hole or some shit, man. Because if you fucking think that, what's the logic in that? I think, too, he's still pissed off because Adrian Broner, a black man, stole your chick from you. You think we don't remember that? Yeah, and he rubbed it in your face, in the ring and everything. He stole your chick. Maybe that's the turning point. Maybe that's when he started really understanding how developing a hate for black people. I remember you used to braid your motherfucking hair like black people. Yeah, had cornrows, motherfucker. I remember that shit. Before you got that little bullshit society cut. Before Father Time started making your shit drop off. All of this shit behind a fucking decision. And like I said before, you're not talking all this shit about the judges. No, let's go at Haney. Let's try to make Haney look bad. Let's try to expose Haney. How are you exposing Haney? Haney just went in the ring and fought. That's all. So all of this talking about Haney can't beat this guy, he can't beat that guy. Well, he beat Loma. So whatever happens. But Keyshawn Davis and all these other fighters that's opening their mouth, sitting there buck dancing in front of a camera, laughing and talking all this shit. Let's see how your careers go. Let's see how much faith any company, any promotion got in you that puts you in the right fights and gets you built up to where you can start making some real money. Let's see how they feel about you. Let's see the taste that you have in your mouth when you're standing across the ring from somebody getting booed in your own country because you got the wrong skin complexion. Y'all better wake the fuck up, man. And y'all know from the time I started this channel, I've been strictly boxing. But all these fucking clowns doing what they're doing, and all these other much bigger channels in terms of numbers sitting back playing fucking neutral because they pussy. All of them. And they're scared to be men. See how Paulie said, let's just go where everybody else is scared to go. Yeah. And like a little scared bitch, the only people, the scumbags that are saying, the small percentage that are saying that the Haney won is there's the people that wanted the white guy to lose. Yeah, like I told y'all, he wanted to say what he really wanted to say was, let's take it there. Let's say what everybody's scared to say. The only people that want to see that saying that Haney won is the black fighters that wanted to see the white guy lose. That's what he wanted to fucking say. And I guess he had to catch himself so he don't say the wrong thing and get banned or get fired from whatever the fuck he's doing now, right? But at the end of the fucking day, all he's been doing is trying to shit on Devin Haney. That's all he's been doing. Like I said, not the judges. He's not saying nothing about Bob Arum. He's not saying nothing about everything Devin. Like Devin was the fucking judges. And if somebody paid the judges off, you think it was Haney? You think it was Haney? So all that shit that's being said came out of this. But at the same time, Roy Jones, you talk about this was the worst robbery. No. Look at what happened to Roy Jones in the Olympics. Huh? Look at what just happened with Catterall and Josh Taylor. What happened between Holyfield and Lennox Lewis in their first fucking fight? You forgot about that. What happened with Rolly Romero and Jackson Marinez? You forgot about that. What happened with Pernell Whitaker versus Chavez? You forgot about that. I mean, I can go on. And wasn't nobody crying about that shit. But here's the one time where you see racial tension is still there, and it's at an all-time high. And that's all this is. And all Paulie did was try to become a magnet to attract these racists to stick to him and support him. And for the ignorant black ones that's too dumb to realize you're nothing but a launching pad, they trying to make an example to say, see, look at these niggas over here. They even agree with me. That's exactly what the fuck that is, and y'all too stupid to understand that shit. Don't worry, Keyshawn Davis. I ain't wish nothing bad on you, boy, but I'm gonna tell you, you fuck around, you gonna be in the ring with somebody, and the same motherfuckers that you think you impressing right now, they'll be the same fucking ones looking at you like that nigga Keyshawn Davis lost. They robbed that white guy. Believe it. Because a racist is a fucking racist. So you might think that they care about you because, they're saying your name as, see, even he, like your word has some validity to it. Don't make a difference what you saw, what you feel. That's okay. Everybody saw something. But what we not going to do is sit here and just act like this shit is okay. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people. And I will catch y'all on the next video.